Check this out. You know what it is, man. Maybe you don't. This brand new. This is brand new shit, bro. This is the Sunday sit down with the OGs. You hear what I'm saying? I don't know if you know who I am, man. My name is Heat Detector. And I'm sitting here with my mans right now. Go ahead, talk to him. Tell him who you is, bro.
I'm OG Cali Blue, man.
That enough said.
Blue, Cadillac Chronicles.
So this whole shit is to sit down and talk to motherfuckers. Let these little niggas, these little motherfuckers, you know, you got to excuse my language. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and put a disclaimer. Can I do that real quick, bro? A disclaimer to some of these soft-ass motherfuckers?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so if I hurt your feelings and my man hurt your feelings, get the fuck off our shit. If you don't like what's being said, don't hate, nigga. Participate. If you can't deal with the truth, nigga, go hide in the corner somewhere. And if you're scared, you know what they used to tell us? If you're scared, go where?
Go to church.
Thank you. Because the church is on the move right now. The church is on the motherfucking move. So what you got right here right now, man, is you got two OGs. And let me explain something real quick, bro, if you don't mind. Because this is part of the disclaimer. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
We are not disgruntled old ass niggas trolling. We are not old heads that are pissed off and mad because you little niggas is making money or doing whatever in the fuck you doing. We're not mad about none of that, man. Do your shit. Do your thing. Would you agree, sir?
I definitely agree, man. We love to see young black men prospering and doing that thing and being successful. The problem is how you go about getting that.
Let's not get into that. We in the disclaimer part. And by the way, you're looking like a whole shadow right now. You need to put that
man.
light.
I'm trying to fix this shit. And I don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to turn.
There you go. Let you know what I'm saying? Because then they gonna say some shit like, "Oh, he hiding behind shadows. He don't want nobody to see his face. He's scared." You know what I'm saying? And let's be very clear. This whole show is about not being scared because we come from a whole different generation of not being scared. Am I correct in that, sir?
Most definitely.
I didn't do drive-bys. I did walk-bys, nigga. If we had a problem, I said, meet me here, and we boxed it the fuck out. If I didn't like you and you didn't like me, we met somewhere, and you figured out I meant what I said. Would that be correctly said?
Definitely. We met up and we did things head up and hands up. You know what I mean?
Catch one.
Yeah, you had to catch that. See, when I was coming up,
catch that fade. You got to catch the fade.
When I was coming up, it was every day after school you had to fight. Mm-hmm. It was inevitable. You had to fight. So every day you had to be prepared to get your squabble on. You wasn't gonna just walk home like it's nothing. No, partner, you gonna fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And see, that's how we learned how to use our hands very well.
Absolutely.
And that's a problem now because you know you ask these young cats how many fights they had, they can count it on one hand. I can't count how many fights I had.
I ain't got enough.
Yeah, I ain't got enough fingers to count how many fights I had. You know what I'm saying? Because even by the age of 16, I couldn't count how many fights I had. So, you know what I'm saying? So now, man, it's crazy.
What we talking about right now is just disclaimers.
Right.
So don't hate on us and get us kicked off of anything. If you got something to say, look, you see it right there. Lock in with us. Copy and paste that goddamn link, man. Go ahead and speak your piece. But what you gonna get is probably not what you asking for, if that makes any sense. Because the truth is, we're the last of the dying breed, and some of you motherfuckers need to fucking like hear what we got to say. Because we're the last of a dying breed. I'm a Generation X ass motherfucker. I come from the last of the most hardcore motherfucking generation there was, the baby boomers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we come from a different fucking era. We don't come from put him on medication. No, nigga, deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you in the
we
house?
We come from the era of you putting in work. And you putting in work with your hands is what made you a man. Not what you putting in work today.
Let's be clear to them. Because we don't want everybody going out there just punching motherfuckers in the mouth. You have to be a man of your word.
That part. But what I mean by putting in work, see, back in the day, our parents worked hard. Right?
Yeah.
And that was our teaching of how we were supposed to work hard. You know what I mean? That showed you was a man when you went out there and you got that job, you bust your ass for 40 hours a fucking week and you came home and you paid all those bills, you took care of your family. That was a man
When you was 24, did you feel like you was failing because you didn't own a home already and everything? Because these motherfuckers before us were 19, 20 some years old, bought a house, raising a family, working hard, doing their shit. Because I remember at 25, I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I'm supposed to already own a home. I'm supposed to already be married. I'm supposed to already have all of these things. And I'm supposed to be the breadwinner and the man of the motherfucking house.
Right. But see, my problem was
shit got too pussy. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Shit got too pussy. Even niggas that said, you know what I'm saying? I use that word lightly, but I don't mean it lightly. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers got a little slow on your digs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little slow on how they should stand. Because we'll get into a lot of that shit a little later, but you know what I'm saying, to try to stay on top, because man, this shit is very powerful. This shit is very powerful, bro. We have to be careful of what we say before we start. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why the disclaimers is key. Right now, I'm gonna tell you, and my mans can tell you in his own way, but I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't like it, get the fuck out of here. If you don't like what he's saying,
we want to have some positive conversation. We don't need the extra nonsense, bro. It's too much of that going on in the world. We just want the youngsters to get understand of where the OGs is coming from. And then the OGs, we want to be able to get an understanding of where y'all coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got your pussy on your sleeve, nigga. Don't be here. Don't listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't chime in. Don't do shit, because this may be a little different for you, and your feelings may get hurt. And we don't need people hating on us because we said certain things or we did certain. We don't need people hating. Either you come in with understanding that you're going to get the truth.
Exactly.
From our standpoint, which is an opinion. And everybody's got an opinion, just like an asshole. Everybody got one. Don't get mad at us about our opinion, because we see you little motherfuckers. And we see some of you grown ass niggas doing goofy shit.
Oh,
don't get mad because we call you out on it. Don't get mad. That's the disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't fuck with us, don't fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? Get off the page. This may not be for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to learn something, you might want to holler at us. You see the link right there down below.
Tap in.
Tap in. Tell us you know what I'm saying? We'll give you a little platform. We'll let you fucking speak your shit. We'll let you say what the fuck you need. But you got to know, we coming from a different angle.
Mm-hmm.
We don't wear dresses. We don't do none of this. Nothing against those people or anything, or whoever, however you want to be called, he, she, whatever the fuck. making this shit so crazy that a human being can't even be a human being anymore. I'm just
you
saying.
know, we gon' discuss what's important, man, because my thing is this, man. I'm seeing too many of our youngsters go to prison and die for nothing. Simply because you felt like you wanted to be, as we older cats say, a part of the in crowd. Right. You know, you want to impress the homies, and you want to go out there and, you know, pack these pistols and shoot these guns and do these things. You know what I'm saying? And then when you hit that penitentiary and you hit that jail cell, then you find out them people ain't sending you no money. Them people ain't sending you no kites. Them people ain't coming to pay you no visits.
Can you please say that, the very beginning part of that? Can you say that one more motherfucking time?
When you hit that penitentiary and that jail cell, and you realize those people that you were trying to impress, or you think you was impressing, you know what I'm saying? They not writing you. They're not sending you no kites. They're not putting no money on your books. You know what I'm saying? They barely speaking your name on social media. You gone, bro.
Yeah, it's over.
You gone. And it's kind of like you alive, but actually you dead. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while of you gone, and after a while of them saying free so and so, nigga, they stop talking about you. Your name is not mentioned.
I've been to prison, and I told them motherfuckers I would never be back. And then I was back. But I was back on my, listen, this is what I was talking to my brother-in-law the other day about. I was back on my accord. Make a long story short, they violated my parole on some bullshit. First of all, my whole shit was bullshit. But I copped because I was stupid. And what I did was I educated myself. You know what I mean? Because obviously the public pretender ain't here for my well-being. Exactly. And I would tell this to anybody that finds himself in a situation and is locked up. Go to the law library. They have it in every fucking jail. You can look that shit up. You can fucking check your shit out. You can fucking figure it out. If you got any type of fucking sensibility or any type of intelligence, you're going to find your case. You're going to find something. You're going to read that shit, and you're going to figure that shit the fuck out. These motherfuckers is trying to railroad the fuck out of me. Nah, it didn't happen. I took the time out. When everybody's playing cards and eating soups, my ass was in the fucking law library. You know what I'm saying? And figured out what was being done to me. With that being put to the side, what I say to every young man right now, don't be a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you find yourself in a situation, man, first of all, go look in that law library. They have them every fucking jail. You got to request it. They ain't just gonna say, "Hey, there's a law library. Do you want to go study?" No, you got to request that shit, and you can be in there all day long, man. Find and figure out your case. Find and figure out your goddamn case, because if not, you will get railroaded. And as my man said, when you get to prison, man, shit ain't funny. This niggas in prison think for real. As a matter of fact, what they call prison, if you've been to the joint, then maybe you might understand. If you haven't, then you don't understand. Prison is the real world. Outside of prison is la la land. That's what they call it, because in the real world, you're held accountable for every fucking thing you say
and do.
You have to learn. You have to learn to be a man of your word, because your word is fucking bond. Like your word is fucking everything. But before we get off into like this crazy ass shit about that in prison and everything else, but it's a lot to take in, bro. You feel me? And then when we have motherfuckers that ain't understanding this shit, but they'll, you know, when we go back to, oh, we gangster until it's time to do gangster shit. Now, when you do gangster shit, you know that gangster shit has gangster motherfucking responsibilities and gangster goddamn repercussions and consequences. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Speak on it. Go ahead.
See, my
Speak
thing,
on it. Because I'm these young motherfuckers cry in court. I didn't mean to. Get your ass out of here. Well, I come from, you did it, you did it. If you didn't, you fight your motherfucking ass off for it.
I saw a case recently where the young man was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Right. That dude broke down like a double-barrel shotgun, and he cried like the biggest baby I ever seen in my life.
How old was he?
He was like 25.
Baby.
And my thing was, when you was out there being wild and acting a damn fool, you didn't cry not one motherfucking time like a baby. Now you facing those consequences. Now you feeling the reality of it. Now you want to cry. No, don't cry now. No, it's too late. It's too late. You was talking about head up, chin up, chest out, and being against. Well, you should have kept that when you went in that courtroom. You shouldn't have cried like no little female. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Took it like a man, because you did those things. You considered yourself a man when you was doing those things, right?
Thank you.
What you going up in there crying for? And see, that's what kills me. Like, you got all these rappers in prison on RICO charges and gun charges and shootings. And our thing was to get in the rap game to get out of that bullshit.
Man, church.
And y'all get into the rap game and y'all jump head first into the bullshit. I'm wondering, where does the backwardsness come from? Like, when did that happen? I'm confused.
I'll tell you right now. When grandmothers started being 25 years old.
Mm-hmm.
When grandmothers were 25 to 35 years old. You ever walk into a store and you see a young mother? She probably shouldn't even have a motherfucking baby. The father's not around, but she on her phone with her homies on speakerphone. Fuck the privacy. She loud as shit in her fucking pajamas.
With a bonnet on her head.
But a bonnet, oh my God, I don't know when these motherfuckers started, but shit, that's a whole nother fucking topic. And then yelling at the child. The fuck around with you? Get your ass over here. Now, these young ladies don't even know how to be. Listen, we kind of falling off track. I think we free-balling it and everything. But we were supposed to like start with the music, but the music is perpetuating all of this shit.
But see, that's what I'm saying about. See, I'm still with the music. I'm saying, look at our rappers today.
Yeah.
You didn't see our rappers doing this type of stuff when we was coming up and we was listening to the rappers. You wasn't seeing them going to prison for and doing all these things.
You an old head. You mad right now, Cali Blue. You mad. You mad because they making more money. They making more money than you. They doing everything better than you. But are they?
But are they? If you listen to their music, do you understand it?
Who, me?
You know, that's
I give the shit about 15 seconds, and as soon as they say drinking lean or doing whatever in the fuck, because when did it become popular to be a dope fiend? When did it become popular to be a motherfucking dope fiend? Dope fiends lose at the end all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, bro. And I'm gonna put this out there just because these motherfuckers maybe don't understand like how I grew up or maybe how you grew up. My mom was a fucking heroin addict. Rest in peace. My mother's shit is sitting up right up here. I got her picture right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mother was a fucking heroin addict, bro. I had to go through all kinds of ups and downs about this shit. This shit ain't funny.
Yeah.
This shit ain't cool. My mom did everything. If she could get her hands on it, it didn't matter what the fuck it was. But what was she fighting? What was she? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this is factual. And as far as for me, this is factual for me. It's not factual for everybody. It could be factual for everybody if they came out of the closet and told the truth about whatever the fuck their parents were doing. But the truth of the matter is like, you know, as kids, we had to deal with that shit. And they were baby boomers. So they came from shut up, suck it up and deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have time to be like pacified.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, you feel bad? What's the matter? Do you have a headache or what's going on? We didn't have none of that shit. It's like, shut the fuck up, go outside and play. Or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think as parents nowadays, I think because we don't want our children to go through any of that type of trauma, because it is trauma, whatever, but I'm not really among the trauma life. I'm not on that trauma life because I still have this urge inside myself to say I can figure it the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need to talk to a doctor. Does it help? Sure. And I have.
That was also back in the days too. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, they didn't run to a damn doctor about everything. You know, we didn't do it. You dealt with it and you figured it. You figured it the hell out.
Yeah, you say the hell out. I say you figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
My house was a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't my house, but my mama's house was a little bit different. Unless me as a child felt like I was on my deathbed. That's the only time she would show me like mad love. Anything other than that, you bleeding, good. Put a Band-Aid on it. Get your ass back outside unless you bleeding profusely.
What was you doing? You shouldn't have been doing it.
Shouldn't have been doing it. Now you learned a lesson.
Exactly.
So with the music shit, because I'm gonna quote something from Public Enemy, and this may piss a lot of people off. I want everybody to listen right now. Public Enemy said this shit about 1991, I want to say 1989 or some shit.
1989, the number.
Yeah. See? Mm-hmm. And Chuck D said, and Flavor Flav said, Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant shit to me. He's straight up racist. The sucker was simple and plain. And then Flavor Flav came in, motherfuck him and John Wayne. Let's give a moment for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment of that is, you know, you got Kanye out here saying a bunch of shit, but you can't stop that motherfucker. You know why you can't stop him? And I don't mean to shift, but I have to. Because Public Enemy said that shit back then. And they tried to stop them, but the freedom of speech was so crazy, you can't stop them niggas from saying what the fuck they was going to say.
Exactly.
Now, my man's called me. Listen, let me fast forward. Day before yesterday, my man's called me. I ain't talked to this dude in a minute. He said he just checking in. He 40-something years old, but he still be out there. He be out there with the youngins. He be out there. He's like, yo, like in his words, he said, I'm living backwards. I'm out here with these young niggas and everything, but he's a very smart, very intelligent man. And he said they should have never gave what they, he said they fucked up when they gave Kanye the bag. Listen, Kanye just went on something. I thought he was worth $9 billion. No, as we speak, his shit is growing. He's at $11 billion now.
Mm-hmm.
You can't shut a nigga up at $11 billion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. You like it or love it. What did 50 say? Like it or love it, playing on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, 11 billion. I can start my own Twitter. I can start whatever the fuck I want, when I want, how I want.
He can build his own city, man.
Get the fuck. His worth is worth more than some countries' gross national product.
Yep. But see, here's the thing. And here's the thing. This is what me and my wife was talking about the other day.
I'm surprised nobody's chimed in. I'm just saying. Niggas said they was gonna chime in. I see the numbers go back and forth. Let me check the motherfucking your digs real quick, because I didn't realize I didn't have the chat out there. Oh, Mario Diaz. Oh, yo, shout out to Mario. That's my bro.
All right.
Alejandro Blair, my bro. Angelo, Magna Dragon. Still my bro. But yeah, all that shit being said, you know, they maybe chimed in. I think they chimed in, but you know what I mean? It's all good. Everything is lovely. We still at it. You know what I'm saying?
Still at it. I'm still waiting on my people. They supposed to chime in. And that's another thing, man. You got to be a man of your word, man. If you say you're going to tap in, bro, tap in. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to lie. I'm going to look at you a certain type of way, bro. I'm going to look at you a certain type of way. Because if I tell you I'm going to do something for you, man, I'm going to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry about Killer. Don't worry about Killer, because we're going to be right back at it
next Sunday.
On Sunday. And we're gonna call these names out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these people, but I fuck with you because you fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we gonna call them out. Listen, if you say you're gonna be a part of the show, God damn it, be a part of the show. Because here's the thing, and I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but look, we trying to make a movement. Nigga, if you're part of the movement, be part of the movement. Because if you ain't part of the movement, you part of the problem.
Don't complain if you're not making your voice heard.
Thank you.
We're giving y'all an opportunity to make your voice heard. We're giving y'all an opportunity to dispel anything you feel like we as OGs is saying wrong. So if you're not tapping in and giving us your opinion and you're part of the conversation, don't complain when we say what we say.
Thank you. And the other part of that is like, just don't fucking tune in, nigga, because you're probably not gonna like what you hear anyway. And if it, you know, the old school adage is like, you know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker talking, if it applies to you getting mad, that's your problem. Then fix your shit. But if it don't apply to you, why is you tripping?
Exactly.
If it don't apply to you,
we already at a half an hour. And
I think we're gonna let it ride just a little bit because this is the first episode.
Right.
I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go. We can call it one. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna give it I got a few more minutes I can spare, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. But
my man said he got a few more minutes he can spare. What y'all motherfuckers don't understand is they say the game is to be sold, not told. Right?
Right.
And if we giving you game, you should be listening. You should be listening.
Giving y'all a platform. We got my man Heat, man. He got the interviews. I done hit people up, man, told them about, you know what I'm saying, to hit my man up about the interviews, and a lot of people still lacking on that part. They haven't hit my man up.
No worries.
I'm saying that to say this. When you are given a helping hand to make your platform go up a couple of more levels or whatever, and you don't accept that helping hand, bro, that's on you. That's on you. So you can't sit here and complain and wonder why, you know what I'm saying, you're not getting the views that you want to get. You're not getting the responses that you want to get. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting the look that you want. Well, if you don't reach out and you don't conversate and if you don't accept the things that's coming your way, then how you expect those things to happen, man?
Can I be the devil's advocate real quick?
Let's go.
What if they just don't give a fuck? Well, how about that? How about they just like, oh, remember, what if it's just two old niggas talking about old rambling ass shit and with no real content? How would we fucking know, you idiots, unless you bring the content to us?
And then again, at the same time, you have to reach out so that people can get to know who you are, so that your platform can get known. Like if you want your music heard, you know what I'm saying, by more people, why you not tapping in?
Yeah, why you not tapping in?
You want your videos seen by more people, why you not tapping in? See, you got to reach out in order to get something too. You know what I'm saying? Like if I reach out, for example, to shake your hand, I can't shake your hand without you reaching out to shake my hand in return, right? So come on, y'all, what y'all doing, man? Because I'm telling you, man, the next time you reach out to me and say, oh, I want to do this, I'm going to ignore you. I swear to God, I am.
Let me ask you this. This is the first episode, and I don't think I even like the word episode because it has a connotation of like we fucking lost our minds or something. We had an episode.
No, we doing the show.
We're doing a show. You heard my man's.
Putting on the show.
Okay, so this is the first one, right? I understand that maybe some of you motherfuckers are scared to show your face, maybe scared to do a little something, you know what I mean? But see, part of being a man is standing on your morals and standing on your laurels. And part of being a man is like, I am who I am, regardless of how I look, with no filters, no nothing. This me. So if you're gonna say something, and say it with your chest. Kevin Hart should have never said that. Say it with your chest. Say, because that's old school thinking. Say it with your chest. Nigga, don't fucking tell me something and you soft-heartedly saying it to me. Say it with your fucking chest. Tell me, let me understand your thought process right there. And say it with your chest. Tell me that you really mean what the fuck you saying. It's not half-hearted. It's not whatever. If you don't like what I said, say it with your chest. If you don't like this or that, or even if you like it, say it with your fucking chest. Show the passion that you believe, right? I mean, I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in OG Cali Blue. This is why we doing this shit. And let's be very clear. I'm sorry, my mans, but let's be very clear. We're doing this for y'all. We ain't doing this for us. We ain't trolling nobody. We ain't fucking with nobody. We're telling you to tap in. You got something to say, tap in.
We want to hear what you got to say. A lot of y'all folks talking about the old heads don't listen to y'all anyway.
Yeah.
You know? So speaking of that, right? I hear a lot of when these young cats do whatever they do, they get themselves killed, they get themselves, put in the penitentiary. And a lot of people like, well, where are the OGs at? Why they ain't talking to the youngsters? Where the old heads at? Why they ain't talking to the youngsters?
Fuck out here.
And see, here's the problem with that. We here. We ain't went nowhere. We sitting here watching all the bullshit that y'all do. The problem is a lot of old heads don't want to say nothing to y'all because y'all too hard-headed and stubborn to listen. And we don't want to waste our time speaking to a motherfucker who don't want to listen. We ain't got time for that. That's number one.
Can I say something? The worst shit ever is when you're talking to somebody and they already know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But I see it in their eyes when I'm saying it. I'm like, let me shut the fuck up because this motherfucker, that is the worst feeling in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me.
You trying to give them some good game and they ain't trying to hear it. And I done spoke to a lot of cats. That's why I fell back on speaking to a lot of cats, man, about a lot of things, because y'all don't want to listen. And I'm not going to spend my time talking to somebody who don't want to listen.
Well, that's where we differ. Because I will tell you this, man. Talking to my little bro the other night, he told me some shit. You know, he told me some shit about motherfuckers and the impact that we make. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, sorry. The impact we make on motherfuckers, even though we don't know we doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because like, if for him to say, my brother-in-law, for him to say, man, from day one, you influenced my life and everything. Yeah. I'm with your sister for 25 fucking years. Yeah. So I get it for him. But for him to say there's multiple motherfuckers that I encountered and that I changed their thought process. Sometimes I didn't know. I don't see them over here.
I'm saying as far as I don't see them over
here like they was game though. They was game though to get on the show and everything and talk that shit. But maybe they too scared. Maybe they don't want to say. But my bro was telling me, like, you don't even know in Colorado, like, how many motherfuckers that was young men, like little boys, that you influenced them and changed their thought process and saved them from being in prison and being whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I was locked up with one of them little motherfuckers. Shout out to fucking Ricky Mikado, man. He was a teenager being what you call it as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Just so happened my family knew his family. And bro, this little nigga was in with grown ass men. You should never put teenagers with grown ass men. But they put him as my cellie. I don't know why they did that. Maybe there was something behind that. I don't know. But I found out a lot about that little kid, man. At 10 years old, you know, I ain't trying to put his business out there, but at 10 years old, his dad was giving him heroin and shit. And literally putting him on the path of failure. I sat with that little motherfucker, man, for like 4 months until he turned 18, and then they moved him. I didn't know that I was speaking truth to him, and I didn't know that I changed his trajectory. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We just do. You know what I'm saying? As men, we just do, and we talk. We see somebody, we're like, yo, man, chill, man, what the fuck? We come from that kind of era. I didn't know, and I still haven't actually spoke to him myself. He's supposed to be on here tonight, and I would have fucking flipped the fuck out because he was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what other way to put it, because he was a child to me, man. You know what I'm saying?
But see, in that circumstance, I don't mean to cut you off, but in that circumstance right there, you had 4 months really to be able to do that. Like I'm saying, like as far as like I done seen dudes, man, and I'm just saying,
I don't mean to cut you, but 4 months. This is like how could I put it? It's not. It's concentrated. You know what I'm saying? Because you're forced to be with a motherfucker. So you learn more faster than a regular relationship, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? In fact, I didn't know that what I was saying to him, because I was just speaking my truth. and speaking like, what? How in the fuck would this motherfucker do this to you? Like that shit don't even register in my brain. You know what I'm saying? And then like my brother-in-law, like fucking having a conversation with him at a bar one day, and then he's like, "He detector is your what? I love this man. This man changed my life. This man did whatever." We don't know when we're changing people. You know what I'm saying? I only speak my truth. I only speak, you know what I'm saying? Just like you speak your truth, you speak your shit, and that's it. I don't think I'm not trying to change anybody's life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's ingenuine.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
If I go into it every fucking time, I'm like, I'm about to change his life. The fuck out of it.
Yeah. I'm not trying to change. My thing is, there's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, bro.
I just feel like we got too many of our black youth.
Hey, let's not forget the brown youth.
Same thing, going down the same path, man. Going down the same path, and it's the wrong path. Yeah. And we hearing about. I mean, it's getting crazy, man. Like I'm hearing about you kids young as 13 committing murder, man, and it's like, what the hell is going on? When I was 13, my motherfucking ass wasn't even outside to be able to commit no damn murder because I still had to be in when the street lights came on.
Right. Well, there's a simple answer to that. No one was held accountable for whooping a motherfucker's ass.
And see, you know what I know?
If I said be in when the streetlights come on, if you wasn't, I'm beating your ass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you understand now.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be there at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right thing? I don't know. But there are cultures in this world where you get beat worse for less shit.
Whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing.
I feel like Kanye right now, bro, because I've traveled the world. I've been around. You steal something from some countries, nigga, and you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they do? They cut your fucking hand off.
Mm-hmm.
The good one.
Mm-hmm.
You get caught stealing twice, they cut the other one off. The government and everything ain't got shit to say with this. This is the people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get caught stealing 3 times. Guess what happens? You dead, nigga. You gone. Mm-hmm. Let God deal with you. Because clearly you don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly you don't fucking get it. And clearly these youngsters we got don't fucking get it. Rap music has become the most dangerous job in the world. How is that possible? How is that possible, sir?
And it don't have to be.
No, I mean, listen, it's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. It is bigger than any other form of music.
It's bigger than any other genre. Bigger than any other genre. So why is it?
Shout out to Cool Keys. Shout out to Africa Mambata. Shout out to all the OG niggas that did the shit before us and did everything to make this shit, even though they took losses.
And see, that's another thing. Like, that's what we were supposed to been getting on, like the history. They don't know the history of this music.
Man, stop.
They don't know the history of the music.
My heart.
And they think everything they doing is new.
these little kids, I say Rakim, they don't understand that without a Rakim, you don't get a Nas. Without a Nas, you don't get this, and without this, you don't get this. Like you
And see, they don't understand that the beat that you're rapping over is actually a recycled beat. Only thing they did was add some more to it. That's why it doesn't sound like the original beat that it used to be. And then you're rapping on the beat, but you don't know where that beat came from. You don't
they
know.
Don't even know that's debauch.
Exactly. For example.
They sampled the big beat.
Let me throw an example out there. Lotto. She got the hit Big Energy. You know. So go ahead and give them a rundown of what you know about that beat, because Lotto did not know that she was using Mariah Carey's beat. And then go ahead and give them a rundown on that because it was someone else's beat before Mariah's. Go ahead and tell them what you told me. Heat.
First of all, let's talk about Talking Heads before we even do that. Before we even do that, we have to talk about Talking Heads. And Fred, I forget his name right now, but he was the lead singer of Talking Heads. You may find yourself in a house with a wife. You may find yourself, and back in the 90s, that was actually sampled and made into beats. So what happens is because he had the two girls that was part of his crew, which was Tom Tom Club. And Tom Tom Club, see, I'm gonna get into New York shit, and they ain't gonna understand, but you know, that particular music was considered punk rock or whatever, and blah 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 blah. Let's make the long story short. That punk rockers were just like hip hoppers back in the day. Nobody understood us. You know what I'm saying? As a hip hop motherfucker, you spinning around on the ground. What's wrong with you? Doing all this shit. Like, nobody understood it. The rap part, the graffiti, everything. Nobody understood it.
Break dancing, none of that.
None of that. So when we get to a point, and then this guy says, I'm going to take these girls. That's Tom Tom Club. And Tom Tom Club was made by the guy who fucking did shit, I just said their name. God damn it. I'm sipping wine, bro. I had to sip wine because I thought maybe some of these motherfuckers were going in there and I had to get loose on their ass. But Talking Heads. So people don't understand that big dick energy. That's the song you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's called Big Dick Energy, but you know, to be on the radio, they made it.
Yeah, that's why I just went on here with the other. That's why, you know.
Yeah, but no, that's Tom Tom Club, and Tom Tom Club is listen, like I try to be telling motherfuckers, man. I swear on God, man. I understand this music. I've been doing it since I was 16. Now, if you understand how old I am, I ain't gonna repeat it. I've been doing this shit forever. I know things that niggas don't know. I know shit that motherfuckers don't know. I know songs that motherfuckers don't know. You know songs that motherfuckers don't know.
Exactly.
And they think this shit is brand new.
Mm-mm.
I tell my kid, I taught my kids from day one, like, you know, I'm a real hip hop head, man. And people may get mad about that as well because, oh, you an old head. No, go back. That's why they call it the glory days of hip hop. Mm-hmm. It's the best time. It was everything. You know what I'm saying? It was different. You could have educational, funny, It was all
Conscious.
different levels.
You had it all. You had the party. You had the educational. You had the conscious. I mean, you had the hardcore. You know, then you had the nasty. You had it all.
Facts. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this small motherfucker on the line right now. Give me 1 second, bro. But no, but you really saying some real shit because, like, when you asked me that, I thought to myself real quick, like it was a super quick thought. Like, what is he? Is he trying to check me real quick? No. That's Tom Tom Club. Mm-hmm. What you gonna do when you get out of jail? I'm gonna have some fun.
And see, they don't know that. And see, that leads me to another thing I was thinking, and I'm just like, the music back in the day, man, it was so pure because it was coming from a place of love. Like, we had a genuine love for the music of hip hop. So back in the day, you knew who certain people was. You knew where certain things came from. You know what I'm saying? Now they just, you know what? Let me ask you this question. And this is one thing I was thinking about as well. But this is one question I really wanted to get your opinion on. We have old school hip hop that we consider classics, right?
Right.
They are going to be played until the end of time. They are going to be there forever and ever. They're going to be on the oldie station, repeatedly getting played. Do you think any of this new music nowadays is going to ever be an old school classic?
To be honest with you, probably a couple of Drake joints. I got the hiccups. Shout out to Chardonnay. But I don't see any classics.
No.
I don't see anything that's gonna, take me to a place. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Holy fuck on. I got hiccups. I just don't see that shit. Excuse my voice, I'm trying to get rid of these hiccups. I just don't see any of that shit. Mm-hmm. I hear old school joints. I sit my son down. Damn. And I'm like, listen to this. And his face is like, bro, let me share some screen. Before we get rid of it, our first shit, we got to share a little something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And hopefully my hiccups will go away. But you know what I'm going to play, and if they ban us, they ban us. If they don't like the shit, so what? We gonna keep on doing it. All right. So you see that shit look fucked up. I don't know what. Okay, there you go. All right. Hey, listen. Give me 1 second and let me get this shit right, because I want to play some shit. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's just gonna make sense, because to all of these motherfuckers, we gotta make this shit make sense to them. You know what I'm saying? If I say if you don't have a Rakim, you don't have a Nas. Mm-hmm. And if they don't understand that, like, bruh, what the fuck? I'm trying to hold my breath. Okay, here we go. I need to go over here. Okay, see, this is what makes our new show, so dope. Is that we're gonna be doing things live like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're gonna pull it together. God damn, these hiccups. We're gonna pull it together, but for the moment, yeah, you gotta kind of deal with. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's whatever. It's, you know what I'm saying? It looks like we're not paying attention, or hold up. Let me fix that again. Because there's a sharing, and I want to share these videos. I want to share some videos in the shit in which we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's important. I think it's important because a lot of motherfuckers be on some extra shit and they don't know. Hold on. Window or Chrome tab. There we go. No. I'm damn, son. There we go. There we go. There, I got it. All right,
so, bro. I hate to do this, but the wifey is home. I gotta tap out.
My man's. Well, either way, let's just say this. We are OG shit. We are Sunday sit down with the OGs. Let's let them know.
We are definitely sit down with the Sunday sit down with the OGs, Heat Detector and Cadillac Chronicles.
Yeah, tell them to go fuck yourself and put your feelings aside.
Put your feelings aside, man. Tap in, man. If you guys want to get your point across, make your point of view. If you want to get your name out there, you want to get your video, your song out there, man, this is the platform, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold a conversation and let people know where you coming from. And that's the main object of it. We just want to let y'all know where we coming from. We want to know where y'all coming from, and maybe we can get on an even plane where, you know, where y'all don't consider us old heads and we don't consider y'all dumbasses. You know what I mean? So, you know, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? But you know, we went for an hour, and so, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta tap out, you know, the wifey is home. I got things to do. My man gotta
tap out. But before we tap out, let me just say this. Any of y'all who think that we are trolling and doing whatever, you out of your fucking mind. Any of y'all that think that we out of our fucking mind, you're out of your fucking mind. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. The greatest thing that we could ever do is pass knowledge. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And if you motherfuckers ain't understanding that, then go fuck yourself. Mm-hmm. I say that. And I don't know if my man stands on that, but I stand on it. Motherfucker.
Exactly.
We're trying to help y'all, give y'all information. And we're going to be right back at it. I ain't going to say crack addicts, but we're going to be at it again every Sunday.
So you guys have ample opportunity to go ahead and stop in, check us out, and do your thing.
Say it one more again, bro.
So y'all got ample opportunity to tap in, check us out, and do y'all thing. And I'm going to repeat myself from what I said earlier. If you don't tap in, don't complain.
Yeah.
Don't
Stay
complain.
The fuck out this lane.
We don't want to hear your complaints. We don't want to hear your comments.
Don't, because you don't like what the fuck we said. Don't report us. Just stay the fuck away. Go over there and do what you do with your goofy ass.
That part. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But it was a good show, man. It's the first show. We're gonna work the bugs out. We're gonna get it right.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I salute y'all. For everybody who was watching though, that didn't say anything, I salute you. I appreciate y'all watching. You know what I'm saying? And tap in back with us next Sunday.
Next Sunday, we're gonna be back at it like, you know what I'm saying, like addicts.
Like original gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Thank you, sir.
All right, my man. Hey,
no, don't worry about me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in a couple of more minutes just to say about what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So he's gonna put the finishing touches on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and tap out, man. And y'all listen, man. I'm telling you, man. This is gonna be something that's major, man. And I want y'all to be a part of it, man. Y'all got to be a part of it, man. And if y'all want to get to that next level, bro, because this is gonna help y'all out. We're gonna give y'all knowledge. We're gonna give y'all some information, and plus, we able to, put your name out there. See, what y'all don't understand too is my man for all you rappers and people that's in the music. This man got connections, man, beyond connections, bro. So, things can go in different ways, man. If it's all about what you do, though. It's all about how you make your move, how you tap in, how you speak. You know what I'm saying? How you let us know what you got going on. Because if we don't know, then how can we show? You feel me?
Oh, church. Hey, man, listen, I'm going to go ahead and end this shit. And I'm going to end this shit. I ain't even going to keep on talking about it. Man, you know what it is. We're going to keep on coming back every Sunday to sit down with the OGs. Guess what? Before I go, I realize I said Sunday sit down with the OGs twice. I figured that one out. I'm going to fix that. But this is what we do. This is what we go do. And this is how we're going to get y'all little niggas right. Yeah.
Salute.
And that's all I got to say about that, man. Salute, man. Man, love, bro.
Peace out, my bro.
You know what it is.
Yep.
We out of here. Excuse my hiccups, but we out of here, man. This has been Sunday Sit Downs with the OG. First motherfucking episode, niggas. Get tuned in or get tuned the fuck out.
Salute.
And that's